now that Marv has taken on, the task of trying to organize all these drummers and worked so hard to reach out, I could not help but help him because I knew he would be warmly received. And from what I understand, we have about I have to get this correct. We have about 5,000 people participating in this event in what I believe to be around 25 states, half the USA, and certainly some events are happening in multiple cities in certain states. We also have about half a dozen countries outside of the U.S. that are participating this Saturday. And certainly everybody's getting involved because they care about the cause. But I think if I asked every one of them down the line who's giving the green light to an event in their store or their school or their area, they're going to do it because they're aware of Marv and they have been influenced by his integrity and his stellar musicianship, and it's made an impact in their lives. And I don't think Marv even really realizes this. I wrote an article on four-way coordination that was published in Modern Drummer this past year, and it was very warmly received. And when Marv read it, he called me up and he said, "Well, I wanted to thank you. You made us sound like we were geniuses or something." And I thought, that's the way I feel about it. I mean, these guys have had such an impact on my life. It's a thrill for me to be part of this event with Marv and to help him realize this goal, because at an age, where a lot of people are retired and can really only, manage to take care of themselves, Marv is still teaching, he's still working, and he's working really hard to try to help other people. And I don't think I have words to describe how phenomenal I think that is, or how much I respect him for making that kind of effort. We're using our voices, we're using our drums, we're using the telephone, we're using the internet, and we're just trying to say, wake up, take a look at what's going on. Because like Marv said, I mean, it's one thing if you've got somebody with the voice and the audience of somebody like Michael Jackson or Quincy Jones, which was a phenomenal effort, and it's humbling to hear Marv speak about how, that country finds itself in those kind of straits again, and this problem exists beyond those shores and even within our own shores, and yet you don't see. I mean, there are people trying to help. Let's not minimize that at all. I mean, I'm aware of a lot of efforts of people to try to help, but it's not at the forefront of the government's agenda. It's not at the forefront of the media's agenda. So we're drummers. We're making some noise, and people are far away in Africa. We can't see them. They can't touch them. But if we were standing right in front of them and we saw one of those little children, how many that die every day? 17,000. We'd get on our knees to help them. We'd do whatever. We'd carry them for miles. We're trying to close that gap. And that's what we're trying to do. The Global Drummer Alliance's Hunger Beatdown Worldwide happening, which is coming up this Saturday, January 14th at 2 p.m. Central Time, where we're all going to come together and we're going to play 3 camps to raise awareness and fight world hunger. And you can see our event, the host event in St. Paul, which will be streaming live from McNally Smith College of Music if you go to our host website, which is www.drumforfood.com. And before we close this, I have to say a special thank you to my friend in Nashville, Bart Elliott, who runs the Drummer Cafe website and is a good friend of mine, and agreed to host us and take on the work of making his website available to us to have a home for our message to reach so many people. And we couldn't have done it without Bart, and so thank him, and thank Marv, and thank you guys.